a question I ask frequently because I know lots of listeners are contemplating possibly going back to school for an MFA, or they're young and want to be writers and they're thinking start with an MFA, but that's a huge investment of time. It's a huge investment of money. And so the question always remains, what's the trade-off? That MFA program, unfortunately, doesn't come with a guaranteed contract. Just complete it. Here's your book deal. So what did that time getting your MFA bring to your writing? How did you evolve, and how was that separate from the 2 degrees you already had? Was it 2 degrees at that point, or 3?
3.
Okay.
Yeah, and the MFA is my last degree. I'm not going to go back to school anymore.
I don't believe you, but it's
yeah, we'll see. But no, that it's been 10 years now, so I don't. Yeah, who knows though? Never say never, right?
If there was a habit to take back up, I could think of much worse than going back to school. That's a perpetual student.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No. So, I needed, I knew I needed the help, and I wish that I had been able to go back to school earlier, but life is life, and it wasn't possible. And now I'm convinced that for me, I went at the perfect, time after I'd had, a lot of trial and error. And I also was at a point where I could devote all my time to school, though it's a part. They ask you to commit 20 hours a week when you're going through in order to successfully complete the program. Many people, work part-time or even full-time and do the program at the same time. I had the luxury of going full-time and treating it as a full-time job, school experience. So for me, I was able to, just totally be immersed in the process. And I loved it because it was a 4-semester program, and each semester I had a different mentor. And approximately once a month, I would send my mentor my latest work, 20 maybe more pages and maybe an essay, dependent upon the semester. And I would get, just fantastic feedback on what was working and what I could improve on. So it was an accelerated process of 2 years for me. And I came out with, I think, a better writing vocabulary and understanding of the process. And, I had some manuscripts that I thought had potential. So
this is after you'd already published T.S. for Texas, right?
Yes.
They were just one time published at that point, or had you already published the second book?
I had I had a picture book biography, the story of Buddy Holly, published. But I couldn't crack the novels, and not that I'm an expert now, but I feel like I have a better sense of how to approach them.
So when did that, was it during the MFA program that clicked in and you said, okay, now I understand how this works and I can do it?
Now I understand more how it works, and I hope I can do it.
And I need to know, when was the moment you said, yes, I feel like a writer now, I'm a writer, because you're one of the most qualified people to be a writer I've ever talked to. So when did it kick in?
Well, I think it was definitely in school. It was a huge confidence booster, and my mentors were writers, authors, well published, and they were telling me that, like, I was on the right track. So I thought, okay, well, maybe I will be able to get, a novel published.
And that was how many novels ago?
2.